Hello friends, it's Grania Tyndall here, Numbers for Success, and happy Independence Day, wherever you are in the world, celebrating all things America. And of course, today being the fourth day of the month, it is all about empowerment, and it is all about us being our own person and finding our own foundation. But the reason for this video, even though I'm recording it on the 4th of July, is actually to relate to a very, very important day that's coming up on Wednesday, and that is the 7th of the 7th, 2021. Now, friends, you may recall if you've been listening to my podcasts and my forecasts for the month of July, we are currently in the 7th month, but numerology wise, we are in a number 3. And 3 is all about creation, it's all about expression, it's all about speaking up, it's all about the truth. We know about that. Now, what's happening at the moment, if you were to look literally on your news feed, you will see what is happening in the world. It's beyond words, really. When you see, for example, landslides in Japan, the temperatures in America are gone beyond humanly acceptable. There are fires again, and then we also have droughts in various places such as Ethiopia and other places in the world, apart from having a pandemic. So there's an awful lot going on which is really beyond our human understanding. And that's why I feel the 7th of the 7th is such an auspicious day. Now, for those of you who know a little bit about numerology, you'd understand that when you see things 3 times, such as 666, 777, 222, whatever, triple numbers have a significance. And okay, this is double numbers, which will happen on Wednesday, the 7th. But ultimately, the 7 is about her learning from the past. It is about healing that which needs to be healed, and it's always to do with family dynamics. So friends, I feel these next few days are ultimately going to be a time when really to put your head down and to really focus on what you want, because you are in the month of July, which is about creation, it's about expression. So there could be heightened emotions, a lot of anger, because the world is starting to show us, again, Gaia, Mother Earth, is expressing herself. And at the very beginning of this pandemic, back in March of 2020, remember when the world became quiet, when the animals were able to go into the cities because it was safe to do so. And friends, have we learned anything? Like, we're now a year and a half in. I don't know if we have, really, as a collective. Of course, there are people who are like myself, speaking in public all the time about different things. Again, it's always my opinion, but ultimately I'm coming from a numerology and souls perspective, and people would talk about astrology and all different types of ologies, but ultimately we have to learn, and that's what the 7/7 portal is about. That is the energy of Wednesday. And it is such an important day, because even if you don't believe a word of what I say, ultimately the world, the energy of the earth, is literally, now we're cranked up to the top of that the slide, and we're going to go into the free fall now, and it's from the 7th of the 7th. Then we have the 8th of the 8th. That'll be when the Lion's Gate is called. It's another huge portal that usually is very fire energy again. But for some reason, it's starting earlier, because everything, all these different timelines that are running, they're all running concurrently, and they're all running at different speeds and different dimensions. And I know it sounds like I'm talking about an episode of Star Trek, but it's actually not. This is actually happening right now here on this world, on our Earth. Also, the 7 is about healing taking place, as in collective healing, the world starting to heal. Now, when you see Gaia, Mother Earth, starting to weep or starting to create, things are starting to happen, such as what we're seeing energetically, and also as a weather-wise, there's something seriously going on. We also have the Schumann resonance, which has gone off the Richter scale again. I spoke about that in one of my other forecasts, so check that out. But equally, we are in such an important time of having to change the past. I have so many words to say that I keep repeating the same things. So we have got to be responsible for healing our past, healing the past generations that have gone behind us. They just did the best they could. Now you have the responsibility to heal your own experiences, heal your own family tree, heal your own ways of doing things. It's very much about looking at the past, but changing it, changing the dynamic. And as a world, we've got to do it, friends. And this is the time to do it. So a portal is an energy center. And when enough people come together to pray or meditate. It has been scientifically proven it changes the dynamic and the structure, the molecular structure of things. So friends, I would ask you, coming into the 7/7 portal, pray, chant, meditate for a new earth, for a new way of being, for people to come together in harmony, for the earth to heal. Have we really learned? That is the question, friends. Have we learned from the beginning of this experience? And it always brings me to the stories of Atlantis. And Atlantis was a place that did exist. I actually believe, personally, it is the earth. And Atlantis was this utopian place. And when people started to meddle and get egotistical and start to get into the power struggles, the paradigms, the polarity, is exactly what's happening right now. It happened then. And what happened is Atlantis fell. And at that time, there was all types of energy. There was solar energy from the sun and the moon, and ultimately crystals were used, and that's where the work of Tesla comes in. He was working with that, and Mark Twain. They were really involved in that whole thing. Look it up yourselves. It's about literally energetic healing through sound and vibration. And the work that I do as a numerologist is working through the vibration of numbers. So that leads me perfectly back to 7/7/2021, so 7/7/5. But ultimately, this is a very important portal, energy center, new beginning, a new dawn. Be responsible for your own healing. It'll go into the pot and create a collective healing. And as the world is starting to show us, Gaia, Mother Earth, that we must change our ways and we must do our research. That's what 7 is about. Research. Do your research on everything that has been presented to you. Don't believe a word of what you see until you've done your own research in all areas, and then you know your truth. Many, many blessings until we speak again.